Okay. Hello. Welcome to I Am Not Trying to Kill You. Today we're playing Alas for the Awful Sea. We have with us the crew of the rare occasion. And I think we'll start out just getting some introductions. My name's Ash. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'll be GMing. And this is my channel. And then we'll start with Emily.
Sure. Hi, I'm Emily. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am a filmmaker and an artist. Sometimes I do art for games, and sometimes I do character portraits and things like that. Do you want me to say who my character is?
Yep.
Okay. I am playing Tristan Sallow. He is an old sea dog. He has been kind of on boats too long and has become attuned to the sea in some strange and mysterious ways. And yeah, I've tried my best to dress up because I was promising that I would do that, and it kept being too warm. But today it's not quite too warm, so this is the best attempt I've got.
Solid closet cosplay.
Thank you.
Cool.
Nice.
Derek.
So, my name's Derek. My pronouns are he, his, him. And I am a member of the Dice Stormers. We're a YouTube group. You can look us up. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Doesn't that just roll off the tongue now? Subscribe, like, and comment. And we play all sorts of role-playing games. And today I'm going to be playing in Alas for the Awful Sea Charles Underwood. And he is a merchant, and he's one of the other Dice Stormers, Murray, actually paid enough in the Kickstarter in order to get his portrait in the game. So, out of allegiance to my fellow Dice Stormer, I am playing the merchant.
Excellent. Cool. And Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley. My pronouns are she, her, and I am one half of Storybrewers Roleplay, who written the game that we are playing. And my character is called Blythe Cooper. She is the bosun and also the outcast. So far we've seen a lot of the outcasts and not that much of the bosun, so who knows what will happen this session.
We'll see. I'm pretty keen to jump in. Do y'all wanna like tell me what happened so far? Where are we at?
Yeah, we had a whole drama with a boat of death, and dead old man Orion hanging from the mast. And Blythe tried to go out there and investigate, and then got stuck out there. And then in various combinations, we all got stuck out there, and took some wounds until we were all kind of rescued by the doctor eventually, Winston. And we recovered at Winston's surgery overnight. Although I think I didn't. I think I went back to the boat. And during the night, we had some strange happenings. Blythe was having weird dreams / visions. Is that right?
Yeah, both of them had a moment.
Oh yeah, that's right. You both did. Yes. Yeah.
So after we calmed down Blythe, I prayed and also got a vision. So
That's right.
Yeah.
So what can we? I can't quite remember the details of the visions / dreams. What were they? What was the general gist of
I
it?
saw Winston hanging from the same ship
Oh,
that
yeah.
old man Ryan. Yeah, that happened. And then didn't remember it at all when I woke up.
Helpful.
Yes.
and I'm totally blanking on what I saw.
Yeah, what did you say?
Was-
It involved a saint.
Yeah, right. That
Oh,
was the
that's
reason
right.
why we didn't want to leave yet, because there was
That's
that sense of
And there was-
forebodingness and the sea.
Yeah, and the
That's right.
old man Ryan's ship had gone into the mist and had come back dead. So I was fearing that the same thing would happen to us.
That's right. Yep, I remember.
Right.
And I think, oh, and also I had a conversation with Winston wherein I learned secretly that Winston was hoping to meet the new schoolmaster under the cover of night, and that maybe there is a bit of a love affair going on there, which is very, very cute. But also like could cause a lot of drama because they're I'm going to assume that the schoolmaster is like either organized to be married to someone specific or like isn't planning to be married, because I sort of got the impression that he's kind of like priest slash schoolmaster, but maybe I'm thinking he's more religious than he is.
I can't
No,
remember.
He's
I can't remember
fairly
what the-
keenly Protestant.
Yes, he's specifically a member of the Salvation Army, though, which is a specific. Like they have their own tenets and stuff.
Although here's a good question, because I think we sort of brushed over this in our like world building stuff. In this world, how like are there the same stigmas against like homosexual people, for example, as there are in the real world? Like in our world, are we going to assume that, you know, if the two of them were mashing their faces together in the dark, that would be a problem for any reason outside of like, you know, it's an sort of approved romance?
So in this
how do we feel
time,
about that,
we
I guess?
haven't had there's a period where homosexuality gets very intensely like state oppressed, and I think that's like mid late 1800s, where there's a bit of is my general understanding, and before that it's immoral, it's probably illegal, and all of those sorts of things, but it's generally understood to go on.
I'm not thinking so much about like the historical accuracy, but more so like as players, do we feel like it's a thing that we want to engage in?
Yeah, I mean I'm just telling you what the assumptions I was working on when like we were doing that conversation.
Yeah, because I'm sort of on the fence about it. Like I think there can be some really like fun and sort of cathartic and triumphant stories that come out of like people in really oppressive times being cool queers and, you know, giving the finger to the system. That can be really fun. But I also really just kind of love, even in historical settings, you know, they're just being queers, and it's like, and no one, and it's not any different. That's also kind of nice to just be like, cool, yes. And then some of them are queer, and we just, no one cares. So I don't know.
I'm interested in telling stories in the grey space between, right? Like where we are sympathetic to queers whose lives are normally just fine until something changes, right? Until someone brings that force against them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yep, I like that too.
Because it's the theme I'd like to explore is like the like the normalcy versus the like official taboo.
Yep. All right. Cool. Well, yes. So we found out about that great gossip, and then I think we all ended up back on the. Did we all end up back on the boat? And
We kind of skipped ahead a week.
We did a time skip.
that's right. We did, and there was a fight with
Blythe was
the
kicking
clerk.
the ever-loving ass out of a clerk who told her that we couldn't.
Because our captain was Catholic.
That's
It was
and Irish.
And Irish, that's true.
She was under
Catholic
suspicion.
and Irish. Something treason.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
And it was like a big like conspiracy thing, I remember, because somebody had threatened this poor clerk who was related to Charles,
Me.
I want to say.
Charles'
Yes.
cousin.
Charles
So
Cousin.
I took him aside and we kind of had a private word in which he sort of expressed that there were powers beyond his ken that were forcing him to make these kind of accusations and restrictions. And So I think I kind of left it off saying that we were going to help him, and I was kind of playing the good cop to Blythe's bad cop.
Yep. Yeah, I think that is when we ended. And I remember also that there was a conversation with Avery about the vision. I think Charles talked to Avery briefly about the vision of the fog, and I think
Yeah.
she seemed to take that on board to some degree, although she didn't really understand what it was about, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't know if I was entirely convincing, but I think she trusts me, so we're gonna.
Yeah, you've been like business associates for a long time. She'll listen to you even if you, and like I think she assumes that that when you talk about certain things that there's something else going on. Like she's like you're often like talking about a thing that you don't fully understand, and she's like, well, Charles usually has like a good instinct even if he's wrong about things. So like she kind of like she's like, well, if Charles is having a bad feeling, then we'll stop and look and take caution, even if she doesn't think that St. Peter really visited you in a dream.
Yeah.
Although we have seen her, I think on screen we have seen her sort of be quite like superstitious in general.
Yeah, she's superstitious.
Superstitious,
Yes.
but maybe cool.
Yeah,
But yes, I think that's what happened.
cool. Where do we want to open then? Seeing as we've had, like, we closed on Blythe's conversation with Avery last time.
Yes.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. So you were giving her what
Blythe
for?
had a conversation with Avery. Charles had a conversation with his cousin, and Tristan. What were you doing last? Where did we last see you?
I think you last saw me when I was talking to Winston in the kitchen, and then I sort of came back with everyone, but then I wasn't really in the last scene.
In the last scene. So, where do we see people now? Does anyone have an idea of what they're doing, or do you want me to like push us in a direction?
I mean, I have a totally random suggestion. But I would love to see like the school opening.
Yeah, do we want to like jump ahead to that?
I'd be very curious about that.
How do you feel about that, Charles?
Yes, I'm.
Did you ever have that like warehouse meeting that you spent?
Oh yeah, no, maybe we should do that.
Let's do that.
Should we do that?
Yeah,
let's do that. That
Cool.
sounds good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's right. Because we were wanting to. I was wanting
You
to.
were gonna start some stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that sounds good.
So we we cut to a warehouse. Is this warehouse like down by the docks, or is it up near the like road area?
So in my head, we're in a kind of a cove. So it's a big long thing that ends, and there's docks along the side of the cove, and that's where the ship is maybe put. And then right at the cusp where we've got a kind of a way to put smaller boats into the sea and pull them out. That's where the docks are, and that's where the warehouses are. It's kind of how I see it in my head.
Yeah. Cool.
And there's a fairly heavy influence of that British TV comedy about the doctor who can't empathise with anybody.
Oh yeah.
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 It's a called Dr. Martin.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So Derek has just volunteered to draw a map on our roll with the pen tool.
Okay.
But in the meantime, yeah. Is it nighttime? Is it a nighttime meeting, I assume?
I would have thought so.
Yeah. The
That
smell of
seems
kerosene
appropriate.
hangs like heavy in the air, and the wooden beams of the warehouse are all like covered in these kerosene lanterns, just like dozens of them hanging off, and a whole bunch of people are gathered. A lot of them with like blankets pulled up around them just to just because people aren't usually down here at night, and it gets quite chilly. And there's who's standing on the. There's a crate at the front. There's probably a couple of crates like stacked up to make an impressive looking soapbox. Someone's standing at the front, like rabble rousing, right? Like giving a speech, and not an eloquent speech. They come down here and they do that stuff. Yeah, how dare they do that stuff? Yeah, and everyone's like cheering like loudly or like enthusiastically, but like sotto voce. Like they're trying to yell under their breath as a crowd.
Yeah.
So there's this strange sound of like yeah, but like trying to like keep it controlled so that the emotion is communicated without alerting anyone to what's going on. But I want to know, like, do we know who's on this? Is it someone we've seen before, or is it someone new?
I think it's not. It's not me. I think I would hang back.
Maybe it is someone new.
Cool.
Like, so, maybe not someone new to town, obviously.
Not someone new to town, obviously. Someone we've just not seen on screen before. Cool. Awesome.
We found someone even more against the school.
I think this
than...
person just likes making just likes being the center of attention, likes drama, likes rousing people up. Doesn't like snooty people. What is this person's gender? Are they a binary gender? What's the deal?
I'm feeling like this is a dude.
Yep.
Feeling like
cool.
it's a man.
Tristan. Why does this dude?
Yes.
Why does this dude hate you so much?
Why does he hate me so much? Yeah.
Like long-standing, like deep grudge, like the person who stole my sister's Game Boy cartridge. Like I will never forgive them.
Oh no, it's because I'm very close with did we decide she was a widow? The herbalist.
Thorn.
Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a widow. If we didn't already see that on screen.
Yeah.
And she and I are good friends. This guy has been courting her for years, and she just isn't having any of it. She's not interested, and he's convinced that she and I are a thing, though we're not. So I think he has it in for me because he's hopelessly and unsuccessfully in love with Thorn.
Cool. That sounds great. What's his name? Actually, I'll get Haley to name him.
Sure.
Got any feelings about names, Haley?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
His name. Christopher.
Christopher.
I love your Christopher.
It's like I know so many male names, but it's like think of a male name.
Oh no. What are men called? Amazing.
Cool.
Christopher Potts.
In order to provide you with some names.
What was the surname, Ash? Did you choose a surname?
Potts.
Potts. Yes, that's good. Yes.
Potts.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Christopher Potts is works at the public house as does general chores and stuff, and tends to drink about half his wage.
Sweet.
He's standing up there with his big salt and pepper mutton chops, and his bonus chins are wobbling in anger as he talks about these snooty outsiders coming in and turning our town into one of those Nancy towns.
Ooh. I love this guy.
Oh. I think, like, in my head, all 4 of his sons are also there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Ugh, yeah, and they're just as annoying.
Right up the front. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god. They all kind of look the same. Like,
Yeah.
the whole family just kind of looks the same, inexplicably.
Like, somebody told you who was which one, but that's long gone. That information is long
exactly.
gone.
They're just Christopher's sons, yeah.
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 Cool. Yeah. So this this speech is getting like is definitely doing the thing of like making people angry about specifically the the choice of school teacher that it has been brought in, and about their control. They're taking control of the school in general. The mayor and the local council have kind of taken control of a project that wasn't originally theirs, and so these people are getting like pretty riled up, and at some point it starts to go a little bit further than you feel comfortable, Charles. At some point you spot.
It sounds like might be a moment to step in.
Yeah, you hear that like he's like, and we'll break their knees, and everyone goes, yeah. What do you do?
Yeah. So I'll stand up and I'll Christopher, thank you, good man, well done, and I'll sort of half help, half push him off the soapbox, and I'll say, folks, now I don't want to alarm anyone. I don't want to spread any kind of hatred or disarm, but I do have a story to tell you, and I want to launch into this fairly elaborate but completely made up story about how there was a Protestant pharmacist in a town that I know, and the pharmacist was a busybody, and they wormed their way into everything, and there was eventually a whole great misunderstanding came about because they were spreading rumors and lies and stuff they didn't know anything about, and they ended up creating a big havoc, a big calamity. And I want to sort of finish off by saying we need to guard ourselves against this kind of undue influence from the outside, and we need to take control back over our wonderful community that we have here, and own this church and own this school, and make sure it teaches the proper things and is not influenced by these outsiders. So I want to keep the outsider thing going, but I want to downplay their vile. I think
now there's two things going on here. I think one is acting under pressure to take control of the situation away from Christopher. I think that's acting under pressure. If you want to then just let their outsider grump simmer, that's fine. If you wanted to push them in a specific direction with that would be manipulating another.
So what's the base stat?
A balance to take control with act under pressure.
Unless you physically
like beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. And manipulate.
That's enough, Christopher. Thank you. Doop.
And manipulate another is beauty, so I'd
Yes.
probably better play to my strengths. And
I mean, you're gonna have to roll the act under pressure first, because
okay.
that's to not have Christopher just completely ignore you, right?
Okay.
That's in
Let
order
me
to
do
like
that.
gain this. Oops.
I drew the map. Can everyone marvel at my map?
Yeah,
Ooh, ooh.
let's put it on the screen. It's great. I was very impressed.
Let me see. Where?
It's below most of the text.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Oh, wow. Oh, you did great.
So
Good
that's
job.
Catherine by the Sea, and the nape is below.
Mm-hmm.
And out there on the southern head is a lighthouse, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
makes sense.
Ah,
I mean,
awesome. Yeah, that's
Even if
great.
it's- Yeah, even if it's just
Yeah, that's excellent.
okay.
I love it.
All right, so I'm rolling acting under pressure, which is balance.
It is balanced, yes. Cool. 7 to 9.
Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, you... I think you interrupt him just as he's, like, halfway through a sentence, and people are getting ready to and they're, like... Now they're confused, and they're trying to work out what they're supposed to be feeling right now, and... Yeah, so they're like, there's this real sense of, like, muddle, like, passes through the crowd, and it's like, these people have stopped being a unified thing for just a moment. So yeah,
Lost some momentum and...
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's one
Yeah,
thing...
that's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I kind of wanted to achieve, at least.
Yep. So
But
did you
does it
want
work
to-
fully? Do I take a?
On a 7 to 9, it partially works. So the partial working here is that they've stopped being a unified crowd. So if you want to
Okay.
reignite them, you will have to persuade them.
All right, let's
Which is
see how I go with G'ing them up.
Oops.
Oh wait, isn't there a believer move that you could use in this instance that could?
That's the
be
question.
More
Let's.
on
Yeah.
point.
Do you have something that's specifically like...
Not perks of business.
No, your believer. So your
For being
your descriptor.
religious. It's not in
Yes,
the book.
you-
It's in the
Okay.
other file.
It's
Spiritual fire determines the reaction of the entire group,
yes,
crowd, or mob.
spiritual fire.
Ah,
That
Sure.
sounds exactly like what you're doing.
that does sound exactly like what...
So can you read that out
It
for
seems
us?
very like what you're doing.
All right. So what do I roll there? How do I roll that?
If it's still beauty, then we'll use your existing roll. But otherwise,
Okay.
I'm trying to find the. I'll just get it from storybrewers.com again. Storybrewersroleplaying.com, where you can find this amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find an amazing micro game about
Haley is
being an office worker.
you're still fulfilling orders.
All right. Character descriptors. Kingsman, love.
Elevator music.
Yep.
Spiritual fire. When you spread your faith to inspire many others, roll plus beauty, which you have done. On a success, they are filled with fervor and spurred to act. On a 10 plus, choose 3. On a 7 to 9, choose 2. They act immediately. They don't misinterpret your message. They don't use violence to follow your message. Or they don't demand boons or miracles from you later. So you get to choose 2 of those.
And then inherently the other ones do apply.
Yeah. So I don't want them to act immediately. I want this to be a simmer. I don't. So definitely the first one is I don't want violence. And the last one was they don't ask a boon of me.
Boons or miracles?
Boons or miracles. And the second one was what?
They don't misinterpret your message.
Ooh. Oh dear.
I think.
Can you just clarify for me what is your message here? I want to know what your message is, so that if you don't choose, they don't misinterpret your message. I know what to misinterpret.
Yeah. So the message is. I think I have to be careful here. So
Yeah,
the message is, the outsiders are not to be placed in a position of power in our town.
Cool.
And the implication that I think I'm making is that to be in domain over our children is to be in a position of power.
Right. Yeah.
And as a wheeler dealer, I think I'm okay with people asking boons or miracles of me. So I'll go with the second one, that they don't misinterpret my message.
Cool. All right. That is excellent. Good. Are either of you doing anything? Sorry. Are either Tristan or Blythe doing here or doing anything interesting while this is happening? This is a couple of days.
I think
this
I'm
is a day or
definitely
two
here.
after the altercation on the dock.
Okay.
You're here, Tristan?
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm like up the back, drinking beer and sort of, I think there's maybe like a couple of kind of old fisher type folks who are also sort of sitting on stools, and we're just doing that kind of, observing, listening, chatting, kind of like present, but not necessarily getting up and being in amongst things.
Yeah. That sounds like... I think after he's like kicked off stage, Christopher Potts, Mr. Potts, Christopher starts to like dejectedly like make his way back towards the back so that he can like hang around and like stir up trouble from behind. So yeah, I think you spot him coming in your direction. He hasn't spotted you yet. You are, I think you are pretty decent at like sinking into a pack of salty sea dogs.
Yeah, I've sort of I'm hoping that like by being in amongst a group of other old folks, he won't want to come up and start trouble in front of all of them as well. But I'm not going to make any other attempts to avoid him or hide or anything like that.
He makes eye contact, locks eyes on you.
I nod at him.
His eyes narrow a little bit.
I just give him a nod and then like break the eye contact and go back to like speaking to someone.
Act under pressure?
Sure. What is the pressure here?
The pressure here is like him like further grumping him.
Like, I mean, is that possible?
like it's making this not a thing, right? The pressure is
in, like...
the thing he wants to make it.
Okay.
Which might be a fight.
All right. So is this balance? Is it still
yeah.
balance? Okay. All right then.
How did we go? I need to be on
Yes, nailed it. 12.
Excellent. Yeah, cool.
Just
I'm going to give you
him a nod.
With your 12 there. So what happens is he like comes past and he goes and like he smirks a little bit. It's like, Tristan, good to see you in town, and then like continues on. And with your 12, I will actually give you one question from the like reader person list.
I love the reader person list. Excellent. Do I?
This one.
Am I right in thinking that I have?
Actually, no. I'm going to give you the opportunity to read him if you want to roll for it.
That sounds good. That sounds great.
That's drifting left.
Yeah. Yep. I'm just also going to get up the PDFs.
I try real hard not to drift a system while one of the people who wrote it is playing.
Yes.
I do it sometimes.
Probably for the best. Alright, I just want to get my descriptors here in case. I don't think that I have anything specific, but I'm all about secrets, so I just want to double check that I don't have any extra tools here. Secret keeper. No, okay, that's when you approach another in intimacy. Okay.
But you've got that secret on Winston that you can use at any time with those abilities on your description.
Right, yes. Anytime you may spend the secrets you've learned to alter or deride their reputation in public, reveal one who wishes to destroy them, find a person or thing that is precious to them. Oh, I desperately want a secret on this guy. That sounds great. But so it has to be like the secrets about that person.
Yeah.
Can have those effects. Yeah. Cool. All right. No, I don't have anything specific, so I'll go with the base questions. So yes, I would love to try and read another's thoughts.
Yep.
I would love that. I'm not super good at that because I'm not especially smart. I'm gonna try it anyway.
I've already succeeded though, haven't you?
No, that was for a different role.
That was
for
to stop him causing trouble. This is like I managed very well to stop him causing trouble, and now there's an in to read him. Okay, so I got an 8. So is that a
think that's 2
question?
questions?
Or one question?
I can't remember if it's 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's 1.
Cool.
Okay. What does this character intend to do? What is this smirk? What is he smirking about specifically?
He's smirking because he intends to watch you fall into his trap.
Oh, he's set a trap, has he? Do I get the sense that... Okay, do I get the sense, and I know this is very general, but that relates to this situation here or some other situation?
Not to the situation that you're in right now.
Right, cool. So I'm going to assume it's got something to do with Thorn then. All right. There's some kind of trap set up. I wonder if this is about the wine. All right. Thank you.
Cool.
Very interesting.
Sounds good.
Sorry, is Thorn here tonight?
No.
Ooh.
No, she's not. I think maybe...
Because she's pro-Protestant.
Yeah. I think she is.
She's pro-pro.
I don't know what we... I don't know.
No.
if we
Her
found out anything about that.
her son Basil is anti-Protestant. Because he's against the young doctor at least, the young teacher at least, because he's a cockler and a welker, and he needs his kids to help him, like, do his work.
Yeah, right.
And so he doesn't like that she's that this person's coming to town. I think that Thorn doesn't have a really big opinion on this because
that's what I was going to say. I feel like she's probably pretty neutral.
Yeah, exactly. She mostly is like enjoys the fact that there's like a little bit of drama to gossip about, and she takes the side of her like against the young teacher because like her son says so, right? And she's like, and you know, and my Basil says, you know, that sort of thing.
Right. I think the person maybe I'm thinking of is Dominic, my sort of business partner.
Yeah, right. Is Dominic
I
there?
think he was like pro the school and pro the teacher, and I was like, oh.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
it's his warehouse, yeah.
Well then, let's let's get you to roll to have convinced him to come to the meeting itself.
Okay. All right. Let's manipulate another again.
Yeah. So why should he come to the actual meeting?
You're asking me before I roll?
Well, yeah. I mean, like, in order to make the move, you have to have a reason, by default.
Yeah. So I know his kids are all grown, but I guess I'm going to manipulate him because his son didn't have the kind of schooling that I think he should have, and if maybe this sort of schooling was around when Philip was a kid, he wouldn't be in the problem that he is in now.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Roll it.
God, I hate myself. Charles is awful.
No, you agree with that. It's fine.
All right, a 9.
So you need some like. So yeah, I think he rocks up, but unlike everyone else, he's wearing like probably like something that's a little more formal than you should. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of like. He doesn't have like a fancy set of clothes, right? Like he's a local trader, but he's not wearing the same like working clothes and like sturdy shoes that everyone else is. Everyone else here is ready to run if they need to. He's just, yeah, he's not really like dressed appropriate to the situation. And he's not cheering with the crowd. He's just watching.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put that in the maybe the long-term basket and just leave him to. I'm not going to push him any further this evening. I think it's, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing the long game.
Once maybe we've seen what Blythe is doing, I might push him a little. I might like go have a quiet chat, like a little intimate chat, in a corner, just quiet. That would be good. I'd like to do that.
No.
Blythe, are you up to
It's
anything
just
this
like-
evening, or do you want to wait until we like skip till like another day?
I'm like, I don't know if I'm actually going to be doing anything interesting in the scene, but for reference, I'm outside watching what is around as everyone is in the warehouse.
Where's Samson?
Smart.
Samson is on the ship.
With Avery?
Probably not,
Okay.
because after our previous conversation, there's no way I'm going to leave Samson with Avery. I think I probably had to bribe somebody.
Another member of the crew,
Yes,
whose name is
Rachel.
Rachel. Cool. And
Is Rachel the cook? We haven't seen her cook yet.
Totally.
cool. Ships, cook, and reason that Charles doesn't trust Rachel?
But I don't trust Rachel.
Yeah.
She never gives me the portion size that I ask for.
Oh my gosh. I
And,
wonder why. I mean, not that I'd have anything to do with that at
yeah,
all.
and like
Oh, this is so
I feel
wrong.
like by extension, maybe Rachel is like the kind of person who has like a lot of opinions on how other people should like run their lives and things. So like she doesn't give you portion sizes you ask for because she has opinions about, I don't know, what you should be eating or like something. And she also just has a bunch of other opinions about your life or something like that.
I think she doesn't like my intake of alcohol as much as I do. I think that's a bone of contention between the two of us. Yeah.
cool, great.
And it may be that, that I don't share my alcohol as freely as she thinks I should, because I generally keep it for getting drunk with prospective business opportunities and things like that.
Whereas she thinks you should be sharing it for getting drunk with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. She's always like, we need more wine for the stew. Like, obviously. No, another bottle. Yeah.
We didn't see this, but I'm pretty sure that I have attempted to set up a sort of standing babysitting relationship with Rachel.
Yeah.
In return for getting her something that she wants. I'm hoping nobody notices that it's gone.
Yeah. I mean, it like, she is an alcoholic, but I think that's not the fun thing to look at there.
No.
Like, she's a functional alcoholic, so it's fine. We're all functional alcoholics here.
I want to say, she has a massive thing for one of the other crew members who just happened to get scullery duty, like, all of the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Has a crush on another crewmate.
And at some point that's going to come back to haunt me, especially if they complain to the captain, but it's good for now.
Cool. Great. Excellent. So, you're outside, just keeping an eye on things?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read the situation?
Yeah, I do.
You're hearing all of these, like, I think you can probably hear the sounds of, like, and the words that are being said vaguely inside.
Yes. Yeah, I'm like half listening.
Cool. Do you want to ask a question?
Yes. I do want to ask two questions. Okay, well, what should I be on the lookout for?
I think you should be on the lookout for. I mean, tell me if you think this is an answer for what should you be on the lookout for. Sally, I think you see her coming down to the docks at night, and she goes like down into like a hidden area under the actual like the wharf bit, and you see her like sneak under there. And like, what is it about her? Like, you can't see her face. What is it about her that gives her away that it's Sally that you know?
Sally was the one that told us about Old Man Ryan being dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's her. Look, she dresses kind of unconventionally.
Even when she's got like incognito, she can't help it.
Well, I think that's partly it. It's not necessarily that she dresses exuberantly. She just dresses in a style that's different to most people.
All of her clothes are like weirdly old.
Yeah, something like that. I think so. They're cut in an old fashion. Maybe because she hasn't got the money to get new ones, and so it's quite recognizable.
She's definitely a person who like believes that nothing should ever like
go to waste.
Yeah. So she's like, these were my grandmother's, and they're still good. Yeah.
I think she rocks it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay. Do I have any knowledge about her that would give me any insight into why she's doing that? It's like cool if I have no clue.
Well, the reason that's what you should be on the lookout for is because it's unusual.
Okay. Right. Can I?
Otherwise, it wouldn't have been the answer to a question.
True. Very true. Well, my second question is going to be who or what is in control here, as I'm staring down the alleyway, or as I'm watching her enter the alleyway, rather.
Yeah. Cool. She's looking over her shoulder. she's scared of something.
Oh.
She's she's not running away directly, but maybe indirectly.
Okay. But I can't see anything around.
You don't see anything suspicious, apart from standing outside of a rebel meeting, a
Yes.
rabble rousing meeting.
I'm going to follow her.
Cool. That sounds like a good time for a break.
Oh, come on.
We'll be back in a minute, chat.